Hi everyone, it's Debbie again with the Fancy Stamper, and I'm here with you again on Friday. We have another 5-minute Friday video for you. So today what I wanted to do was show you some patterns that we could use to make cards. This doesn't have to be a lot of stamping, it could be patterns. And what I did was I got this particular set out, and this is our familiar Coffee Break Designer Series paper, still in our annual catalog, and it has all these really pretty different patterns. And of course they're all double-sided, so you have. All right, so what I did was I got this special punch. This is in our annual catalog, and it is really cute. You can cut out lots of pieces of designer paper and then form your own kind of pattern. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And simply you're going to just use patterned paper like this. This is just our designer paper. And then you kind of just go around and find colors that you might like. Like, let's say I want to use this color, so I'll punch that out. And maybe I want some of this color over here, and I just punch that out because I want some more browns, just like that. And so on and so forth. This works with any of our designer papers. You can make some really cute stuff out of it. So because I went ahead and already punched out some of our different pattern papers using those patterns I just showed you, I'm going to put those together showing you what I have now. All right, now as far as adhering them, and again, this is sort of like the monochromatic theme that I just showed you. You just want to make sure that you use the same color. I'm using Soft Sky, and I happen to use Very Vanilla as my card base. So this is the extra thick cardstock, and this is just our Soft Sky cardstock. So they're all in the annual catalog, and you can see them. But let me show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and make a pattern with this. So and you can see some of it's overlapping. I'm going to take care of that when I'm done, so don't worry too much about that. Let's get some of these other sides too. I'm just trying to keep the spacing fairly even. Trying. Doesn't always happen. Now as you see, there's overflow, okay? You can use either your paper trimmer or you can use simple scissors for this. I am going to just go ahead and use some scissors quickly. The easiest way to do that is just to turn it around and just, you know, you don't have to be too careful, but just carefully trim it. It's not that hard to do. I know I have a lot of adhesive on mine, so it may be sticking a little bit, but that's easily taken care of. So just do your best and trim as best you can to get those little pieces off of there. You can see when I'm done, it won't really matter. So I'll get all these off of here, toss them away. Okay, so we're left with something that looks kind of like this, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna use my ribbon, like that. It's kind of neat because it's, again, more monochromatic because it matches this base, or this layer at least. Let's get this adhered, and this is again the Soft Sky. Even though I keep saying pool party, it's not. All right, so that looks just fine. And last but not least, I'm gonna use this adhesive to get it adhered to the main card base. So I will just give it a little bit of adhesive. I like to go around all 4 corners just to make sure nothing comes up when you least expect it. this right here. And last but not least, we're gonna put our sentiment on there. And our sentiment is here, if I can get it. Now what I did was I stamped the sentiment, "You, my friend, are priceless." I used the same shape, it's the same color as the card base. And all I did was I edged it with the soft sky. So for this, I'm gonna use my dimensionals, and we'll pop this up a bit, as usual. And this is just another way to use some of the tools you have and some of the things that you have that you may not be using. I know for me, I tend to buy designer paper and then I may put it to the side because it's so pretty or whatever. But this is a nice way to use up some of your designer paper, and you know, you really can do whatever you want. You can, I'm gonna put it in the middle. You can even do this with some of your retired stuff and use it for kids' parties or whatever. So this is what I'm gonna do. Now, normally I love bling and I might put some bling on it, but there's a whole lot going on this card right now just because you have all the different pattern colors going on. I think it's pretty just the way it is, and you might be able to get away with a couple of little rhinestones right here. Let's just see if we can. Let's just see if we can do that. Because, you know, it's not a party unless there's some bling, right? Let's just stick that on there. And we always have to put 3 of everything. You can't just put 2. 1 more. And then I think we may need a glue dot under there. We'll try that too. It's a little too wiggly for my liking. Okay, I'll just grab myself a glue dot. These paper piercers are so handy, I'm telling you. They just work for all sorts of stuff. See, this is just like my extra set of hands here. All right, so you know, that does kind of look cute there, so I'm gonna leave it. But this is just another example, and I wanted you to see it. And this is using the Coffee Cafe, or the Coffee Break designer paper. And we just used our punch to make all the little patterns, and the same with the sentiment. That came from this stamp set right here, You're Priceless. Still in our annual catalog, you can still get it. And I'll have my host code and all the other information in the comment section, okay? All right, well, thank you again for joining me for this 5 Minute Friday video. I hope you liked it. Such a cute card. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.